Welcome to Remove Before Flight, where we help prepare veterans to start, grow, or scale a business. Welcome back to another episode of Remove Before Flight. Last week we kept it real and talked about some of the struggles entrepreneurs face. This week we're going to continue a focus on entrepreneurship and maybe a little bit of digital marketing tips as well. You'll just have to listen to find out now, won't you? I first want to touch on something which came to light this week. It seems one or a couple of people out there had their panties in a bunch. They didn't like the topic or the sound quality of last week's show. So for those of you who find the quality of the sound or the topics we talk about on Remove Before Flight are not up to your likings, I don't give a fuck. You don't like it, don't listen. You want perfection? Listen to another show, because you're not going to find it here. What you will find here is me being real, me telling you how it is, what mistakes I've made, what lessons have I learned, what resources have I found. This isn't Harvard, this is Remove Before Flight. We are part of the Change Your POV podcast network, not the Ivy League. So, do you want experience? Or do you want an overpriced education? So, with that, let's get the show started. I want to begin by talking about ideas and where ideas come from. For those of you who are just starting your entrepreneur journey, you are going to find that business ideas can come from anywhere. It is things like being in the store and paying attention to the way display signage is. Prices on menus at restaurant. Not because you're checking to see if you can afford it, but because you're comparing value. What are people willing to pay? When you see an ad, you tend to think, what is the message the company is trying to communicate? It is normal. We are all doing this. We are all looking for opportunities for business everywhere we go. Is there an inefficiency going on in the marketplace? Is there something lacking? Something you think you can do better? Is there something missing? Something that does not exist? You take a look at yourself and you say, do you have a solution for that? Chances are you're not the only one who's getting frustrated or wants a non-existing thing which you can provide. I'm constantly thinking about business ideas. Make sure it is something you would buy yourself, and chances are others will too. Let's take a look at smartphones. A few years back, where were we at? Flip phones, the old brick phones, or even bag phones? Yes, I'm dating myself on that one, but many of you listening to this are in the same age group. You know what a bag phone was. And look where we are now. We walk around with these mini computers in our pockets. Just go to the store and try to find a basic phone anymore. Do they even exist? Why am I bringing this up? Look at the opportunities that there are just from this one product. Application developers, accessories, case manufacturers. Go to a convenience store, a flea market. You'll see a gazillion cases that they try to sell you. Think of a design, a color, a pattern, and it's out there. If it's not, no worries. Give them a couple minutes with a 3D printer and they can make you one. There are answers to everybody's problems. Another area, notebooks. I went looking the other day for a very simple notebook that I could use as a journal for a project I was working on. To keep track of things, write down some goals, milestones, etc. There was aisles upon aisles full of options and choices. What happened to just a basic composition notebook? I was out back to school shopping with my son, and the list said he needed a black and white composition notebook. Anyone over the age of 20 remembers these books. Guess what? It was almost impossible to find a black and white one. They come in umpteen zillion colors now, other than black and white. For 40 plus years that I've known, they've only came in black and white. I had to dig and dig and dig just to find a black and white one. It is crazy, but obviously There is a market for the colored version. The consumer said they wanted something different. Not everybody wants something electronic, so taking the route of putting this journal into that I was seeking into a smartphone is not always the solution. Some people or projects still require pen and paper, hence the aisles and aisles of various notebooks available. So when you're looking for ideas and you think the market is saturated, look at a spin-off or a side project. A business idea can lead to many others. Let's look at Grubhub. What do? They go to your favorite restaurant that either does not offer delivery or maybe doesn't deliver to your location. They pick up your food and they deliver it to you. This is a great example of a side project or spin-off. There are all kinds of opportunities out there. You just have to open your eyes and your mind to look for them. When you're looking for these opportunities, also think about money. Is it going to make you money? Is it something people want? Great, you have a solution to the problem. So this means you have a product or service. Now, if you remember, we talked about this in episode 14. You need 3 things: a product or service, people who are willing to pay for it, and a way to get paid. 2 of these 3 talk about money. This means money is important and needs to be thought about when you're thinking of these ideas. Can you do it so that it's affordable? Are people going to be looking for it? Do you have a way to collect the money? But do not make money your sole consideration or the meaning behind what you're doing. While it is important, it is not the primary reason. If you make it the primary reason, then you are heading down the path for failure. When looking at your idea, think, how would I get paid for this idea? How much would I get paid for this idea? And is there a way to get paid more than once? Nothing like doing the work once and getting paid over and over and over for it. That is the dream right there. If I can get someone to pay me monthly for a service that I do once or twice, or my initial involvement has to be hefty and then minimal each additional month, absolutely I love that idea. Recurring payments. There are all kinds of opportunities out there where people will subscribe to a service, and they're becoming more and more prevalent. People have services like Amazon, Netflix, Hulu, Roku, and many others. At the same time, they're dropping the cable company. What do they gain? They're gaining control over watching what they want to watch when they want to watch it. So look and see if there's a way you can monopolize on things you use in your daily life so that you can make life easier or simple. Take a good look across your daily path. I'm sure you will find a business idea or 2. Last week we talked about freedom. For many of us, this is our why. If you missed this episode, go back and listen to episode 14, as freedom is what is going to keep you motivated. And value, that is what's going to keep you getting your freedom. So what is value? Let's start by taking a look at the definition. Value is something desirable and of worth created through exchange or effort. What? Blah, 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 blah. That's the dictionary version of it. More or less, value means helping people. If you're able to show that you can help somebody, then they're going to be willing to reward you for that help. This is a business basic. This is the principle for entrepreneurship. Offer a product or service that solves someone's problem or someone's pain point. You're relieving that pain for them. You're bringing them value by helping them. So if you help more customers, then you can enjoy more freedom. Why do we want to be entrepreneurs? Because we want freedom. I can almost guarantee you that everyone's goal for being an entrepreneur. They may not come out directly and say freedom. Instead, some will say it's spending more time with my family, or I want to be able to set my own hours. That is all freedom. What is your motivation? What keeps you driving? Head over to the RBF Nation and share with us your motivation. RBF Nation is free to join. All you need is a Facebook account. It is a great place to share and gain knowledge with other listeners. Facebook.com/groups/RBF Nation. Got a question? Want to share a tip? Anything? Throw it out there. Give it to the nation. So pause this episode right now and head over there and tell us what drives you. What's motivating you to start or run this business? What gets you going every day? How do you stay focused? So this past Monday, Change Your POV did something a little different. For those of you who are supporters on Patreon of $5 or greater, you were offered a special live Motivational Monday. What did you think? Did you enjoy the discussion? If you missed it, head over to changeyourpov.com/support us and make a contribution today so that you don't miss tomorrow's great live episode. That's right, we're doing another one tomorrow, as well as the next upcoming Monday. So I want to take a moment and talk a little bit about customer reviews. They can either make you or break you. It is easier than ever for somebody to do a quick search and see what your customers or even your competitors are saying about your business. When done well, reviews can help consumers make a selection, encourage them to trust you, and help you with conversions. The key phrase there is when done well. Too many times I see businesses suffer because they are not handling review management well. So what are some of the areas that are done poorly, you ask? First off, not responding to or knowing that there are reviews out there about your business. It is not that difficult to manage your reviews. You can go the long, painful route and manually check each site, solicit reviews from your clients, etc., etc. Or you can utilize automation tools to help you. The system we use for our clients over at Pink Tie is very inexpensive compared to the time spent manually doing it, and allows you the option to handle many of the negative reviews, turning them into positive ones by addressing the problem with the consumer. Another area we see troubles in are quickly responding in the heat of the moment. I have seen too many business owners hurt themselves by getting caught up in that moment and firing back with the wrong message they wish to be sending about their business, and thus costing them more business in the long run. Before you respond to any review, you should take a few moments and think about your response. Walk away and then reread your response before posting it. Would you be proud to have your grandmother read your response? State the facts. If you screwed up, own it. Make it right. Do not fire back at the person with insults. This will hurt you. Negative reviews. Don't shy away from them. Negative reviews are one of the best things your business can have. Wait, what did you just say? Negative reviews are one of the best things? Abso-freaking-lutely. It's all in how you respond to them. Just as we stated in the last item, responding in the heat of the moment can hurt you, but so can responding only to the positive reviews. Embrace the negative ones too. Again, if you screwed up, own it. Make it right. Learn from your mistakes. Negative reviews is how you will grow. If you look at businesses out there and you see their reviews and all you see is positive, 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 in the back of your mind, you're like, either they're deleting the negative ones or there's something else going on. These are either fake reviews, etc. Because why? Nobody can be perfect 100% of the times. You're going to make a mistake. It's how you handle it. Own it. Make it right. Learn from it. Another area that I want to address is forgetting to ask for reviews. Business owners are scared to ask, fearing that negativity. Don't. Again, learn from these. Improve it. With the advancements in technology, many businesses have embraced the use of automation of an email or a text message to a customer after their service is done. For example, doctors, dentists, hair salons, and other professional services. You go there, you go to your appointment, you leave, bam, you're hit with an email or a text message saying, "How was your service today? How did you feel? Did we meet your needs?" etc. Implementing this into your business is not difficult, nor is it as expensive as you think. Think about the cost of one negative review left on a site that you didn't know to check, and the loss of business from people seeing those negative reviews. It's well worth it to spend money on your business. So, not including reviews on your website, that's probably another big mistake that I see people making. You've captured the reviews. Now display them. Let consumers know you are to be trusted. Too many businesses do not display them on their website, where people are going to go look prior to doing business with you. Give people that feeling of trust. Review management can be tricky when you don't know what you're doing or you try to tackle it manually. Hire a service to automate the process for you. You will have a better peace of mind that it will be done right and it'll be less expensive in the long run. Okay, Kevin, you keep saying less expensive, but how much does something like this cost? There are a few different factors that go into the pricing, such as the number of locations you have, the industry you're in. As something like a restaurant would have more spots that reviews could be placed than, say, like a plumber. Basically, you can figure the cost to be about $100 a month for the average business. We have some clients who pay us $1,200 a year, and we have others who pay us $8,500, even more a year for this service. Again, that's a year. It's very minimal when you think about how much revenue you're going to bring in from your customers. So if you're interested and you want to talk more about your specific needs and figure out a price of what it would cost you to have a review management service, go ahead and email me, kevin@pinktietech.com, and we'll start putting together an option to make review management work for you. All right, so, that's about enough for this week. Why? Because I want to get out there and enjoy some of my freedom. I want to get out there and enjoy time with my family. So don't forget to tune into another live Motivation Monday episode tomorrow for those of you who support Change Your POV on Patreon. If you're not a supporter, go sign up and send us $5 a month so that you can get great bonuses like these live episodes by visiting changeyourpov.com/support us. Join us next week on Remove Before Flight, where we'll pick back up our series on SEO and how you can beat your competition. All right, everybody, it's time to wrap up this show and get out of here. Life is short. Don't just dream, do. We will see you next week on Remove Before Flight. Thank you for listening.